Those glasses look cute on you.
Huh?
I said, I think those glasses look cute on you too.
Thank you. I was saying that I didn't know that the side was so wide. They look wider on camera, I feel like.
Yeah, they look bold, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I was walking outside, smoking my joint, and you know what I noticed is that it's not a lot of other people who just openly smoke weed outside. I don't really see nobody, like people with cigarettes, they just outside walking with their cigarette, but I don't see a lot of people smoking weed outside.
I can't say I do either. Maybe people worry about getting caught.
Yeah, but it's legal now, and I didn't notice it really, because sometimes people make me aware of myself. Like I be outside sometimes just with my hair just all over my head, don't even give a fuck. I have on a unapologetically black and proud shirt on, which I have different sentiments about it now, but you know, it's a bold shirt. A lot of times I don't be wearing a bra, and I be having this joint in my hand and just openly smoking weed, walking around smoking weed. I didn't notice until this woman with her kid was walking by me, and she was trying to divert the girl eyes away from me, away from my joint, trying to like protect her from the marijuana.
Like the fact that you were smoking it, or like the actual smoke?
I think a little bit of both. The smoke it was so breezy that the smoke wasn't hitting her, but I think just the fact that I just had my joint in my hand and smoking it, I think it's like the imagery of smoking the weed.
Oh, okay.
But to the kid, it probably ain't no different than somebody smoking a cigarette, but
so I doubt that little girl knew what was going on.
But the mom is already projecting her own bias, even though the weed is better for you than the damn cigarettes. But I ain't care. I started giggling.
Yeah,
it was all good, but it just made me aware of my image. But I still liked the image. It just made me aware of it. Because sometimes I just be doing my own thing, but I don't see people more private about smoking weed.
Yep. I feel like if anything, you'll smell it before you see somebody smoking it. But you're right. You don't too much see people loudly enjoying it. And you said it's legal, is it? I mean, for some people it's legal, ain't it? But not everybody.
Yeah, but I feel like at this point the police don't even bother, because too many people have their marijuana card. It's not worth it to stop everybody and be like, do you have your marijuana card? Do you have your marijuana card?
So. Yeah. I feel like they'll stop you under some other pretenses and then possibly catch you on that if they do it.
Girl, I went to a gas station and they had like these joints up on the counter. And it said that it was purple kush or some shit. And I was like, is this real marijuana? And the dude said, yeah, but I got more in the back. He was saying that he got the good stuff in the back. Like, this is just a little bit. And I was like, I thought that, I just haven't been paying attention. Like, it just became fully legal now. Cause this is not no dispensary or nothing like that. This is a gas station, but people just don't give a fuck, I guess.
Yeah, they might as well go ahead and legalize it. People doing it anyway. To me, it ain't no point in trying to protect folk from it. If that ain't even what's happening, but so I don't know why they so against it. They need to let it go.
It's the imagery of it. Like people have, especially people who don't smoke weed, they will have a outlook of, they feel like it make you stupid. They feel like, you know, it make you lazy.
But it's wild that they don't feel that same way about alcohol. Like alcohol so widely accepted, that's a social thing.
If it was like, if I was walking around with a bottle of wine,
yeah, probably. True.
But and they probably feel the same about weed. Maybe they feel like it's something that you need to be private about. You shouldn't be out here where kids could see you and stuff like that. Which they have their right. Do it means I'm gonna give a fuck? No.
Now I feel like it's more so people feel like inebriated people might be a nuisance or a danger to other people. So you should, you know, stay in your confined space and do it. That's how I feel like a lot of people think about. I can't say weed for sure, but why they don't like to see people like drinking in public or walking down the street drinking. They're like, oh, this person about to be messy, which a lot of times they do be.
Yeah. But not with weed. I mean, it could, the possibility of people not smoking weed outside could just be because when you smoke weed, you do want to relax. Not me. I want to walk. Like I don't be, but I come back after I do my walking and relax. It's more of a leisure type thing. But but people who smoke weed, they usually chill. I ain't never seen a angry pothead. Have you? You seen an angry pothead?
I can't say I have, but don't quote me. I'm sure I could find one.
Like one that smoke weed and just get angry. I'm sure maybe.
Oh, get angry like after they smoke? No. But they might be angry outside of smoking.
Yeah.
No, it seemed like that's like the opposite effect that we have on most people. I don't know. I agree with you, and I don't think that we have the same effects on drunk people or alcohol that would make them a nuisance or danger. But I don't know. To me, alcohol definitely, out of the two, alcohol seemed like the more damaging one, but I don't know. I feel like slowly weed is shaking that portrayal, that negative portrayal.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because maybe like in somewhere like California, maybe you would see people walking around smoking weed more, just casually. So I guess it depends on the culture. But okay, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So I was sitting in the back and this guy came out, two guys. He came out the door and was like, oh, there you are. And then I just looked at him and looked away.
Like he wasn't talking to you.
it wasn't nobody else out there. So I was like, he must just have the wrong person. So, but I'm not finna tell him he got the wrong person. I'm just gonna let him know I don't know him by doing something else. So, but he walked over to me. And then the other guy that was trailing behind him, he sat a little bit at a distance from me at another table. And he didn't say nothing to me, but this guy came up to me and was like, yeah, you remember me? Like, yeah, I'm sorry about the other day. And da-da-da. And I'm just looking at him like, I swear that's really how I be, girl, because I just don't have no energy. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but his energy was weird as fuck. So I was just looking at him like, and he said it again. He said, do you remember me? And I said, no. And he was like, well, yeah, well, we should talk about the other day. And I just started shaking my head, no. And I started reading his shirt. On his shirt, it says something about I live life in some type of way, but the women make it worthwhile or something. So then he just stopped talking to me and he walked off, him and the guy. The guy was like, okay, bye, ma'am.
The second guy.
Yeah, but the guy behind him was dressed in all black. He was a white dude, really pale, and he looked at jittery. I hate that these walls are so damn thin because, you know, I'm gonna tell you the rest of the story because they could hear me if I could hear them. So the dude walked off. They got into a car and they just sat in the car for a while and then they drove off. So I kept walking. I came in the house and then I heard them in the hallway with another girl giving her that same script. Hey, I remember you. And first the girl was friendly, but it sounded like they was trying to lure her into like an apartment or something. Like, yeah, come in here, come and hang out.
So, have you seen them before? Or today was your first time seeing them?
You know what? No, I don't think I have, but I have experience like that before. I'm not sure if it's the same people, but this was years ago. Some people come knocked on my door and they was trying to get me to donate something. And I was like, no. And I was closing the door on them. And then he was talking about, you're not a good person if you don't donate. And I was like, bitch, I ain't trying to be a good person. Close the door and locked it. But I don't think they was trying to sell something about housing or something like that. But they was dressed like they was homeless. It didn't match. It didn't go. And they was going house to house trying to get money from people.
So you think they're just out here scamming?
Yeah. But these people, they could be trying to traffic people. I don't know what the fuck their purpose.
True. If you let your apartment complex know, what you think they would say? Or like the leasing office?
I don't know, girl.
Think they would take it seriously?
Okay, the reason why I say that is because at some point, my apartment sold to another management company. It was sketchy from the start. Like, I don't know. It's just some weird shit happening. These new people, like, it's not aggressive, they real defensive. Like, they already willing, they want to pick a fight. They in their feelings. They seem like they stressed out. they seem stressed out.
So not necessarily the people to go to.
But I'm gonna tell them.
I would say it still might be worth the shot. They may take it seriously. And even if they don't take it seriously, that they should be held liable for knowing about it and not looking into it. Hopefully nothing don't happen to nobody. Was the other woman like real? Was she like young? Like teenager? Or old enough to know
feel like
better?
I shouldn't even say anything, to be honest with you, because the apartment that I think I heard them go in, that's like a really sketchy apartment. And sometimes I feel like those people have dealings.
They got what?
I think it's like a whole network. And I feel like the people in the management, they be a part of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm just trying to manifest getting the fuck up out of here. Like, for real, because shit is kind of weird. Weird faces. Girl, I'm talking about these motherfuckers be in there whispering in the halls about business. And they get spooked when anybody walk up the hall and shit. Like, these people, it's something sketchy going on. And I'm talking about weird shit, like, and it's like, it's almost like it's traps or something. Because one night I was walking in a car, because I used to have a Chevy or something. It was a car that looked just like mine. And the back door was open, but nobody was there. It's like an empty parking lot. It's like in the middle of the night. So I was like, is that my car? So I walked around, looked at the license plate, seeing that it wasn't my car. So I kept walking. I did like 3 laps. And each lap, I seen that car door open. So
say nobody was in the car?
Nobody was in the car. See? I was going in the house. Then this man pulled up on the side of me and he was like, do you know who car that is? And I said, no. He was like, oh, okay, because that car door been open for about like 4 hours. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who it belonged to. He's like, oh, okay. This man had a tattoo of a pentagram on his arm. Girl, I'm telling you, this just be some weird ass shit. I'm telling you. What you think about that?
I probably wouldn't.
If you think it's just a coincidence or something, it's okay.
No, at first I was like, well, it could have been somebody else's car. Somebody else had something going on. But then for the guy to approach you about the car that looked just like your car, I'd have felt like it was a setup at that point for me to go over there and see if that was my car. And somebody to snatch me. You ain't lying, there's some weird stuff going on out there.
And I told you about the girl who was trying to get me to go outside, right?
Girl,
or
at least I don't remember. Okay. You could have, I might not remember.
So on this particular day, I was on the phone with my dad for some reason, because I think something happened with my brother or something. And it was raining this day. So I get home, I'm still on the phone with my dad, but I wanted to smoke a joint. But because it was raining, I couldn't like go on a walk and do it. So I just stood at the front. So after I smoked the joint, like I just stayed there at the front, circling around. This girl came up to me. I was inside at this point. She came into the double doors, walked past the office. The girl looked like she'd been crying. The girl was like, "Do you know where the office?" And I was like, "You just walked past it." Now the office is pretty obvious. Like, that's the office. I'm like, you just walked past it. But at this time, it was like 6 o'clock. So the office is closed. And she was like, "Oh no, not the office. Where do I park?" So I was telling her about the visitor parking. And she's like, "I just don't understand. Like, I'm not good with directions." And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "How do I get through it?" I told her how to go through those apartments, get to it. And she was like, "I just don't understand." And I'm like, "Well, girl, just driving now, figure it out." Cause I can't, I don't know how to make it make sense to you. Cause you act like you just don't want to understand. I literally told, I like, "Girl, just driving now. You figure it out. You run into it."
How she jumped from where the office to where the parking lot?
My dad was on the phone listening to this and was like, "Yeah, stop talking to her. She don't sound right." So then she was like, "Can you show me?" And then she started walking out the door and waving me to come behind her. Girl, I turned around on her ass and went home.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Good.
But it's just weird.
Sounding nefarious. Well, definitely tell your family members, especially your female family members, to be careful. Keep an eye on them.
I feel protected because, I be risky, I ain't gonna lie, because I just be out and about and all times of night and stuff. So it'd be like, well, somebody was trying to get me,
Be careful anyway.
Yeah, I'm careful. I stay with something all the time now.
Yeah. Chill. I probably wouldn't even want to walk anymore. At least not at certain times of the day.
Yeah, but it be in the daytime. Like, this happened around, like 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, you did say because the office was
Oh yeah,
closed around 5.
After office, so it had to be like 5. Cause they wait till the office close.
We had some. I was just talking about it. We had some weird stuff going on over here. Sometimes people just random people I ain't never seen before show up in the middle of the night. Like my sister and I, we were about to go to bed. It was 11 something. And we just hear this knock on the door, dogs going crazy. I appreciate them for that, boy. They gonna make some noise. So they'll wake the whole neighborhood up. Somebody at the door. But some like young girl and you know what? I wish I had been thinking more at the time. Being more safety minded, but some young girl
like that too. It's like after you think about it, you be like, why did I wasn't more safe?
Yeah, because we stepped outside. So had somebody try to do something, the dogs would have been closed off from us. So they couldn't even intervene. And she was asking to use one of our phones. And we we kind of thinking like where this little girl came from, why her parents got her out here at this time of night. It's 11 o'clock at night. But we let her use the phone. I was like, dang, she could have just snatched our phone and ran off. Or it could have been a setup. But she just used the phone and went on her way. Now I wasn't bold enough to invite her inside. I was like, this is too weird. I don't want you coming in here, but I hope you make it home safe. And then it was recently, one of my family members were sitting outside late at night, and then all of a sudden, like, some people just pull in the yard, and a man get out the car and like start. I don't think he saw that my family member was sitting in their car, and he just like walk up to the front door. And I swear this stuff always happened around 11 or so. This was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And he said, I don't know. I guess the police were like looking for him or something. But he gonna pull up in the yard and act like this his house or whatever. I was like, and then the police showed up. We caught in the middle of it. And the last time was, child, this was scary. I wasn't even here, and this would have scared me. I got the phone call, but some man was just like at our front door, just like looking in the window. The dog's going crazy and stuff, and he don't even care. Like, he just pressed against the house looking. And I think then I told that family member after they called me to call the cops. And the cops came, and the guy was just on the side of the house. Like, I don't know what was going on.
On the side of your house?
Yep. And it's not, like I said, the dog's going crazy the whole time. So it's not like he well hidden or inconspicuous or something. So I'm like, why he just ain't leave? Like, once he noticed, like, oh, somebody see me, somebody making noise. But he just stayed there.
Until what, the police came?
Until the police came.
And took him.
I don't know if they took him or they just told him to leave, but I don't know.
They didn't investigate it, like ask some questions like why he was doing that?
I don't know, because I wasn't here. Maybe they did and they told that family member, but
what about the other time?
Oh, with the guy?
Mm-hmm.
They like, we stood outside after the police came, so we kind of heard what the police was saying, and he just said, I don't know, he was just, I guess he noticed them following him, so he decided he was gonna pull over real quick and pretend like he was doing a DoorDash or something. But I was like,
So the person was saying they was scared because somebody was following him.
The police, he said the police were following him.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he tried to throw the police off by pulling into our yard and acting like he was doing a DoorDash. But I don't know why the police were following him. But I know my family member said that when he pulled into our yard, like, I guess his girlfriend or somebody was with him, and they got out and switched seats real quick. Like, she got in the driver's seat and he got in the passenger seat. So I don't know exactly what was the problem or why the cops were looking for them, but child.
So did they take him to jail?
No, they didn't take him. They let him go, but they did put him in handcuffs.
What they let him go for?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't fully know. The cops ain't come talk to us about it. We were kind of mad. We were expecting them to, to tell us what was going on. They were just like, have a good night. I'm like, damn. So, and a neighbor told us, and I saw these people before, for whatever reason, they always be coming around, like slowing around in front of the house. And the neighbor told us that one time they got out and was like looking in our cars. So we stopped parking our cars on the side of the house and started parking them in the front where the dogs can see them. So I don't know why, but this house just be like a magnet for foolishness.
Foolishness.
We don't be doing nothing, don't be bothering nobody. But
they said that this will end in 40 minutes. We gotta upgrade.
Oh, I heard somebody talking about that they limit you now to like 40 minutes.
I guess I kind of appreciate it because at least it, give you some type of time moderation or something.
Yeah. You can always just stitch two of them together anyway. So now what if it like bans you from yeah, you only get like one a day? They wouldn't do that. I don't feel like they would do that. I wonder if kids still be using Zoom for school. Nah, most of the kids
Schools
probably
be
back in
paying for
school now.
like special
Oh,
accounts.
that's true. But yeah, nothing. I wouldn't say it's nothing like that. I think the stuff that's going on in your apartment complex would scare me more. But it do be
Yeah,
some
but it
weird
end up
people
being
coming around for
harmless.
whatever
You get what
reason.
I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like nothing really happened, nothing really drastic that you could prove. I mean, I don't know. It just be weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Weird ass stuff that never get really resolved. It just like it's almost like shit is glitching.
Mm-hmm.
It really is like stuff is glitching. Like that man supposed to be a
You feel like
criminal.
that
He
sometimes.
malfunctioning. Did you see it? No.
I saw a brief snippet of it. All I saw was your hands in the air like a robot.
Oh my god. That was funny as fuck. That's like, well, hello.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a robot move.
That's my
I
shock.
thought that was the glitch.
That's my shock.
It do be feeling
that
like
might
that
be on an
sometimes,
MK Ultra clip one day on somebody's channel. You see how she glitch?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Look, now you a part of that.
We might be all be glitching because stuff be glitching. The birds been sounding fake as hell, like they malfunctioning, like they supposed to be trying to communicate together, but it's just like the audio starts skipping or something.
Kind of remind me of Hunger Games. You remember that when they had like the fake bird, they had like engineered. You remember that? No.
I don't remember that part.
They had like engineered
Which one was
some
it in
birds.
the first one?
I think it was I want to say it was the second one, but I don't remember.
I can see them doing that, but
engineered some birds to like spy on people.
Ooh.
But the birds started glitching. The birds weren't doing what they were supposed to do. And it ended up okay, I'll send it to you.
Yes, please. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn.
Man, that world had so much. Oof. I would hate to live in that world. Uh-oh.
Hunger Games? That world Hunger Games?
Yeah. Because that government was something else. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it's delaying.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's delaying.
Delaying?
Yeah, like it's a speech delay. Like you hearing me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would hate to live in the Hunger Games world.
Yeah, even in the capital, I would hate it. I would hate all of it.
Won't be safe there unless they go with the status quo and doing what's expected of them. So I'll probably be dead. Not conforming enough.
Child, I would be throwing a fit, boy, because just living in that confinement, I wouldn't even want to live anymore. So I would die trying to do something.
True. I feel like they probably would even prevent you from killing yourself.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Mm, maybe it do be glitching around here. Well, they can leave me out of the glitches. I don't want to be involved. Don't have no people glitching into my yard, in front of my
But we
door.
protected though. I feel like, I don't know. Why do you think things is glitching?
It could be. I don't know that it is. This could just be normal. And that's how people always
It ain't
doing.
normal because I ain't never experienced it like this. But sometimes I be thinking that maybe I'm just more aware, but I think it's deeper than that.
Well, you tell me why you think things glitching.
Oh, I don't really have an answer either. I just think that, well, I do think that we're going into a new time and things are starting to reset. It do feel like judgment. It feel like judgment day. So many people being exposed. So many people are dying or going to jail, like getting karma. I felt like that whole Johnny Depp and
Amber Heard.
yeah, Amber. It's like a whole biblical moment that's gonna be in some type of future Bible or something. Because, but it was like almost like a spiritual war on display, because it's something similar that we all could kind of relate to, because we all been kind of having this spiritual war ourselves. And some people is on the wrong side, and you seeing those people that's on the wrong side is really meeting their downfall like never before.
True. I feel like technology only making it easier too. I feel like it make it easier for people to spread their misdeeds, but I also feel like it make it easier to catch people sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe it's neutral at the end of the day.
I just got used to more of being on display. Like, yeah, I could be being watched. I try to keep something over my camera, but they might have technology now that they could see you through the screen or whatever. You can't even really hide it.
It could, so or the camera in a different place. That could be like the primary camera, then they got a secondary camera somewhere else. So I know I be thinking about it because I be paranoid. Looking all around for cameras.
But that's how it is. Oh, okay, girl, let me go. It was nice talking to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, then. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye. Love ya.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
This feel like a jail call now that they got this timer on it. Dang. I just want to see how it's going to
end. God, it does. Zoom jam.
And like it's,
bye-bye.
Well, it could be your internet, but you glitching though. Oh, so you can only do meetings for that long.